Hello everybody, welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Sun Bear Zodiac sign of the Beaver, and it is for the month of February. I'm going to be doing a Celtic Cross spread, and being that it's February and in light of Valentine's Day, I decided to go with the Erotic Tarot for the initial spread, and then I will clarify with the 1909 Tarot. And then at the very end of the reading, I will pull three main themes from the Moonology Oracle. All right, so let's get started for the beavers for the month of February. So we start with your current general energies. And here we have the Three of Candles, or the Three of Wands. So this is kind of a card that the message that's coming through with it right now is that in your current general energies, your ship is about to come in, is the message that is coming through here. It kind of feels like you may have been waiting for your ship to come in over the last little while. But it really does feel like this could be the month where that ship finally comes in. Now, usually I will say that there is something that we have to do in order for that to happen. Nothing usually just, lands in our lap, comes our way. So again, it feels like there's been some action that has been taken, and now you actually feel like your ship is finally coming in. So I really love that energy, especially as your current general energy. Next, we go to um, your crossing energy, and here we have the sun, and I really love this because the sun obviously is the best deck or best card in the tarot deck. So no matter what the reading, the sun always makes it a better reading, no matter what anything else in the deck says. So this is actually really going to help you over the next month, beavers. So because the sun is all about joy and happiness and love and togetherness. Let's keep going and see where this goes. Let's clarify the Three of Candles and the sun. So with that, I love it. Ace of Wands. So this feels like a passionate new beginning for you. So a very new beginning, a gift from spirit, really. um, and again, just that feeling again. I know I've said it already a couple times, but it really does feel, beavers, like your ship is coming in for you. Next, we go to the area of your foundation. And here we have the Queen of Feathers. So this would represent the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords would say, first of all, that you do have a really strong foundation under you. And I would say your foundation with the Queen of Feathers there would be based on boundaries. Okay, you've really put up some important boundaries for yourself, around yourself. But at the same time, uh, you haven't completely closed yourself up. You're still open to receive. Um, but again, you're not going to let people cross you, is what I would say. But let's clarify that Queen of Feathers. So with that Queen of Feathers, we have the Seven of Swords. So it can be a card of lying, cheating, stealing. However, that's not what I'm feeling off of this in this reading. It can also be a card of tactics. So again, it kind of feels like you've learned how to handle things differently. So like the idea of the Seven of Swords is that, excuse me, is that this guy uh, is finding a different way to win the war. Instead of actually fighting the battle, he is stealing the swords so that the other side can't fight. And so this is kind of what I'm feeling for you. You've come up with a different tactic. A way of dealing with those things. And like I said, I really think that you have put some very important boundaries in place, and this is why you're handling things a little bit differently. Next, we go to the area of our mind. And here we have the moon card. So the moon can be about illusion. Okay. It can also be, though, about mystery. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. More than illusion, I'm feeling the mystery of the moon up in your mind. Like you're really wondering. Like again, there's so many unknowns, I think, going on for a lot of these beavers right now. And again, this can be a little bit frightening when there's so many unknowns. But again, you also have the sun, which says, like, no matter what, this is going to be good. But let's clarify that moon energy. So with the moon, we have the Empress. Um, so again, I really think like that mystery, again, is really what I was feeling from that moon. And like spirit is just saying like allow the mystery to unfold, allow the moon to shine the light, and the Empress, this is a very nurturing energy. It's also very glow up energy too, so very good card. But it's a very nurturing energy, so I would highly recommend for a lot of you beavers, for the month of February, is really nurture yourself, really spend a lot of time with self-care and caring for yourself and caring for those around you as well. But again, don't be afraid of the mystery. And again, I believe if we don't fear it, like I said, I believe the moon will illuminate what it is that we need to know. So I love it. I love it. Next, we go to the area of our past. And here we have the Five of Shells. And this would represent the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is a card of, it kind of says that you could be mourning the loss of something at this time. Um, but it also says that it's the loss of something that you've already lost the taste for. So it's kind of saying like you don't have this in your life anymore, and you're grieving that, but at the same time you don't really actually want it in your life anyway. But you're still going through like you're still grieving it anyway. And the message with the Five of Cups or the Five of Shells is to not focus on what you have lost, but really look at what you have to gain. Turn around and see that there are two cups behind you, and those two cups are also lead to a bridge and a castle. So that's what I would say with that Five of Shells. But let's clarify and see what else is going on there. Let's get a little more information. So with the Five of Shells, we have the King of Swords. Um, so you could have made assumptions, is kind of what I'm feeling. So one of the um, uh, the King of Swords, one of the things the King of Swords can say is that there is a need to challenge some of your assumptions. Okay. And again, I feel that whatever like it is that you are grieving the loss of here, really look at why. Why are you missing it? And again, especially if it's something that you don't want in your life anyway, why are you still focusing on it? And perhaps you may have some beliefs or assumptions that you may need to look at and might need a little bit of a adjustment. But next, we go over into the area of the very near future. And here we have the Ten of Feathers, which would represent the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is a card of something being dead, done, and over with. Um, but it's also a card of blessings. It's a card that says, that this ending is actually a blessing for you, even though it may not feel like it in the moment. It is actually good for you. And another actual meaning of the Ten of Swords is that this ending could actually be bringing you back into alignment. But let's clarify that 10 of feathers. So with the 10 of feathers, we have the page of wands. So again, like, and you had that Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning. And the Page of Wands is all about following your inspiration and following your passion and learning as much as you can about it. So again, if there is an ending that happens, again, this ending was meant to happen in order to open the doors for you for this passionate new beginning and for you to really explore what is out there still to be offered to you. Next, we go to the area of the next few months. And here we have the Queen of Candles, which would be the Queen of Wands. And this is a card that says that is it's a card that says to be bold and be assertive. So I really think that that is what Spirit is calling for you beavers, for the month of February, is to really be bold, really be assertive, really go out there and go after what it is that you want. Be curious, be passionate, really follow that fire within you. But let's clarify the Queen of Candles. So with the Queen of Candles, we have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups, this is a card of sitting in the energy of what you want. But it's also a card that says that life is a banquet, and it's out there ready for you to enjoy. So again, be bold, be assertive, and go out there and enjoy life over the next couple months, is what I would say. Next, in the area of our closest relationships, we have the Page of Roses. Um, and this would be the Page of Pentacles. So I would say in the area of your closest relationships, there is a seed that needs to be planted. Something needs to get moving. The Knight of Pentacles, or sorry, this is the Page of Pentacles. My apologies. The Page of Pentacles, actually, sorry, let's change that. So the Page of Pentacles, this would be a good news coming in for you, possibly some good financial news. And again, this is in the area of your closest relationship. So if you have been working towards something with somebody, you could be receiving good news about that in the near future. But let's clarify that Page of Roses. So with the Page of Roses, again, we have that Five of Cups. Okay, and again, mourning the loss of something that you've already lost the taste for. So again, it almost feels like there could be some ups and downs. So you could be receiving some news. And again, I do feel like it could be uh, good news, or it's almost like because you, oh, okay, hold on. Download happening. Again, so Five of Cups twice. First of all, two fives can represent big changes coming in for you. So again, I feel like this news is going to bring you a lot of big changes, whatever this news is. And again, this could actually help you to stop focusing on those things that you don't have anymore, or the things that you have lost, um, and actually help you, see what is still ahead of you. Next, we go to the area of our hopes and fears. And here we have the Nine of Roses. And this would be the Nine of Pentacles. And I really love this because you also have the Empress. And so the Nine of Roses would be like pre-Empress energy. It is also the Wealth card. So I do feel like uh, again, there could be some very good news coming in for you, and it could be very good financial news for you as well. And like I said, the Nine of Roses is, or the Nine of Pentacles is the Wealth card. So I think you could be hoping, for some good financial news that is coming in for you, but you could also be fearing Some of you could also be fearing that there is not going to be enough. But let's clarify that Nine of Roses. So with the nine of roses, we have the Knight of Cups. And so this is a card of following your heart. I'm really saying like trust yourself that it will be enough. And I would also say with that Nine of Roses too. The other thing with that Nine of Roses is on the traditional tarot. She has six pentacles on one side of her and three pentacles on the other side of her. So the six of pen or the three pentacles are what she is willing to give away to other people. The six pentacles is what she always makes sure that she keeps for herself. As far as that, the hopes and fears surrounding, especially if it is surrounding finances and wealth, follow your heart and just make sure that you are always keeping enough resources for yourself and that you are not giving too much away. And lastly, here we come to the outcome card, and I really love that we end with an ace. So we end with the Ace of Feathers, which would be the Ace of Swords. Um, so again, I really do feel like in the outcome, again, the swords represent new beginnings, but they also represent, the beginning of whatever area they represent, and the feathers represent the area of our mind. So you're going into a new beginning in the area of your mind. And again, I feel like this is going to be a very inspired beginning. And you also have two aces in your reading. You had the Ace of Wands, and now the Ace of Feathers. And two aces in a reading is a yes to any question that I have not answered for you yet. But let's clarify that Ace of Feathers. With that Ace of Feathers, we have the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords for me is always a card of forgiveness. So it does kind of say, and again, you did have the Five of Cups twice, so there is some sadness, possibly. There is some feeling of loss. And so really the outcome here with the Three of Swords and the Ace of Feathers, in order to have and to really see and appreciate this new, inspired, passionate beginning. Just allow yourself any forgiveness for yourself, for other people, or anything. Just allow yourself that forgiveness to happen this month. All right, now we will draw the three main themes for the beavers for the month of February. All right. So we have it is time, the new moon in Aries, it is time to take action. We have the new moon in Gemini, communication is key. And we have the first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. Now, I will say it's interesting. Every single reading I have done so far for the month of February has had this commitment card in it. Your commitment is being tested. So I think this really is, um, like a collective energy this month. Everybody's commitment is being tested. And I really think the commitment is to ourselves, the commitment to forgive ourselves, the commitment to heal any past hurts so that we don't carry those uh, forward with us into any new cycles. And again, I do think it is time to take action for you beavers. Again, you've got this new, passionate, new, inspired new beginning that is coming for you. But again, Seven of Swords, doing things differently, Five of Cups, letting go of the past, Three of Swords, again, forgiveness. So take the action, and then, also make sure that you are communicating openly and honestly with everybody involved, especially yourself, especially with that Three of Swords. Make sure you're being fully honest with yourself so you can truly allow that forgiveness to happen and these new beginnings to take place. I love it. Beautiful reading, Beavers. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Uh, Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It does help out the channel. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.